Yeah, let's start.
Yes, sir. So, hello all. Welcome to the IIT and Gate classes. In this particular session, we are
Yeah,
going to cover.
let's start.
In this particular session, we are going to cover the post gate guidance. Right, the gate examination is over. Now we have the results also. We have the marks as well as a scorecard with us, so we can better judge that based on the previous trend. What are all the best opportunity we can get through this particular gate 2024 scorecard, right? So here, the very first slide, we have what after gate, right? Once we finished the gate preparation, then after that the gate examinations, then after that we have the waiting for the gate results. That is also over, right? So now the big question mark is that what we need to do with that particular gate scorecard which we have. And again, the validity of this gate scorecard is still what? Is still for 3 years, guys, right? Now either you can go for PSUs or the government jobs, right? Now, what are all the PSUs we have, right? Which is recruiting through gate examinations, right? So again, we have the ONGC, IOCL, CEL, GALE, NTPC. Again, some of the PSU which I mentioned, they are not recruiting through gate examination. They are basically what? Taking by their what? By their own examinations, right? But why I have mentioned, because after gate examination you should not stop studying, you should be continuing studying for the other examination also, right? So ONGC, IOCL, CEL, GALE, NTPC, HAL, Hindustan Aeronautics Limited, NNDC, Navali Lignite Corporation, NLC, AAI, NPCI, and some electricity boards, right, of state, state level. So in this one, I will be sharing what are all the PSUs and like what were the cutoff for each and every PSUs, right? Previously through GATE 2023, right? Now, one of the best way to compare your results with the GATE, which GATE year, guys? That is the best is to compare your result with the GATE 2023, especially for mechanical. What we have observed that GATE 2023 and GATE 2024, they are having very similar in terms of marks, ranks, and score. They are what? Same, guys. Almost same. Somewhat better rank at low marks in GATE 2024, but the score is almost same, or maybe somewhat better. Like uh, plus, you can say 5 to 20 variations is there in the score. So what we are observing that if you want to compare any cutoff, you can compare with the GATE 2023. You should not look for GATE 2022, because in the GATE 2022 the score were quite high in mechanical for PSU as well as for MTech. So you should be comparing for GATE 2023, guys. That is the one thing, right? For better idea. Coming to the PSU, I mentioned that some of the PSU which they are recruiting through GATE examination, already the short notification came through GATE 2024, right? That I will be showing you at the end of this particular session. So no need to worry about that. Then after that, if you want to go for research courses through GATE examination, that also you can do, like dual degree MTech, in which dual degree means what? MTech plus PhD. That you can do from ISC, some of the IITs and CSIR, right? Then if you want to do the some of the research oriented job, then DRDO, BARC, ISRO. Out of these three, this DRDO as well as BARC, they are recruiting through what? GATE examinations. They are calling directly for interview based on the GATE score. ISRO, one time they have taken through GATE examination in 2022, but after that they are conducting their own examinations, right? But in future there is a very high chance that you might see this ISRO examination, whatever they have conducted, that is the last examinations. After that they will be recruiting through GATE only further. Again, if you want to go for the higher studies like MTech, MS, right, that you can do from the ISC, IITs, NITs, and triple ITs. I will be taking separately for this higher study, courses in this particular session only. Now, suppose if you want to do the uh, higher study from the foreign universities, not from the Indian universities, this is what we have seen through Indian universities. If you want to do foreign is basically what studies, higher studies from the foreign universities, then you can do. You have the four best options, right? You have to go through the some rigorous process. Some of the steps are there after clearing the gate exam also. That some of the among these four, they will conduct some interviews. Some of may be conducting the separately some online interview, or maybe you need to submit your CV and all, and you need to mail to the professor for the respective department for doing the MS or master or PhD courses. So what is this NUS Singapore, guys? So this is basically basically what, National University of what, Singapore. National University of Singapore, guys. So again, it is one of the best rated throughout the world, and it has some recognition, right? After completing master from this or maybe PhD from this university, if you come directly to the India, you will be directly given the position of what, assistant professor in the IITs, right? So that is the advantage we have of NUS. Again, they are recruiting through gate examination. Now, guys, after that we have NTU. This is nothing but Nanyang Technological, basically what, university. Universities in Singapore. Then you have, guys, TUM, that is Technical University of Munich. Technical University Munich. Then you have one university called RWTH, which is nothing but Germany. Again, they offer the courses for masters and PhD. So the courses in the Germany. So there are many other university, but they are basically what, recruiting. They are basically taking the admission through gate exam. Through gate exam, guys, right? So there is a endless opportunity which you have after clearing the gate exam, that with a higher gate score. A lot of opportunities will be there, right? So one by one, we are going to start with the research courses, guys, right? That is the master courses in the Indian universities. Coming to here, in this particular session, what we are observing is that the course specializations. If I see the ranking wise, what are all the best courses we have in the ranking wise. So according to the industry level requirement, you can say the machine design or design of mechanical equipment, you can keep it on a first rank, correct? Again, after that there is a thermal. That means in some of the universities, they are basically calling thermal and fluid engineering. Again, it depends on the interest. Nowadays, in India, whatever the industries are there, they are having less work in the field of what, thermal and the fluid sciences. Mostly the work is there in the design. So based on that, you can decide. If you don't have any other option, you can choose thermal after that, after design. But try to, in the top 7 IITs, try to get design, right? After that, the manufacturing, science and engineering. Then we have production. Both are same, but some of the IITs, they are having separately for manufacturing and productions. After that, we have the industrial engineering. Some of the IITs, they have the industrial engineering and management. Then we have the material science and management, right? So these are the basically sequence of choices you should have under the mechanical engineering. Under the mechanical engineering, guys, right? Now you can get admission into the design, fluid thermal, and manufacturing through three ways: either through GATE, ME, or XE, or in some of the courses you may get through PI. I will be telling you some of the exceptions in which you cannot get through XE or PI. But GATE, ME, you can get all. That is a common. But nowadays IITs are focusing to take admission through GATE XE. So GATE XE, if you are writing the GATE XE, there are both advantage and disadvantage. Both I will be telling separately in this particular session, right? So this should be clear in your mind that whenever you are preferring either IITs or NIT or triple IT, your design should be the first criteria. As of 2024, I'm talking about after the recession, that the design is what again ahead of many other specializations, right? So again, if we talk about the first preference order of IITs, that is a what we have seen is the specialization choices, right? The preferences of specializations. But now here I'm talking about the preferences of IITs, guys. So suppose if you want to go for research, if you want to do the research as well as if you want the placement, then you can opt IIC Bangalore. Suppose if you don't want to do any kind of research, only you are aiming for placement, campus placement, then definitely IIT Bombay you should prefer, you know, ahead of this IIC Bangalore, right? So IIT Bombay is very good for placement point of view. That's why I keep this IIT Bombay, ahead of this IIT Madras. Again, IIT Madras is for research as well as placement. Both purpose it is good. Then IIT Delhi again for the placement. IIT Kanpur, if you are taking IIT Kanpur, then take the design. Again IIT Kharagpur, again design, and then manufacturing. Then IIT Roorkee, then IIT Guwahati, then IIT BHU. Right. So these would be the sequences. Getting my point. One more thing, a very important thing I would like to tell you here is that, just a moment. If you want to do the MTech, if you want to do the MTech from these IITs, not these IITs, further IITs I will mention. Let me mention all the IITs, right? These are the first preference order of IITs, right? Any doubt, you let me know in the comment section, guys. For any doubt, let me know in the comment section so that I can get to know what actually your queries are, right? So these are the preference order. First preference order for the IITs. I am calling this to be in the group A category. That is the premier institutes, guys, right? Again, the sequence maybe you can change based on the NIRF ranking. Whatever the order I kept, I have not kept according to NIRF. Whatever the rankings are there, right? Based on the placement, I have kept this particular IITs, the sequence of these IITs, right? So again, you can see the group B. Group B in this IIT Hyderabad. Some of you might be disagree that the IIT Hyderabad, why I am keeping below this IIT BHU, is that again placement point of view both are good. But in the recent year, what we have observed in the IIT Hyderabad, the design is very good. But apart from the design, if we talk about the any other particular specialization under the mechanical and aerospace department, like integrated design and manufacturing or thermal, they are having less placement as compared to IIT BHU, right? So IIT Hyderabad, that is the first preference. If you talk about if you are having the low gate score, then you can prefer IIT Hyderabad, then IIT Gandhinagar, then you have the IIT Bhubaneswar, and some of the new IITs here in this sequence. What we have: IIT Jodhpur, IIT Dhanbad, then IIT Indore, IIT Patna, IIT Ropar, and IIT Mandi. Again, in IIT Dhanbad, in the recent year, what we have observed that there is some good placement for the MTech also. Earlier there was no placement, but nowadays we are observing some of the placements. Like 60 to 70 percentage candidates are getting placed, students are getting placed through what, guys? Campus placement at IIT Dhanbad, right? Again, if you talk about the guys, the preference order for the NITs. If you talk about the preference order for the NIT guys, what you are observing, I have kept here again based on the data which I got from the different students, right? Previous students, those who have taken the admission in this particular NITs, and they got the placement also. So NIT Trichy is one of the good institute in terms of what placement. Then you have the NIT Suratkal, then you have the NIT Warangal, NIT Calicut, then NIT Allahabad, NIT Rourkela. So these are the sequence, guys. Right? You can keep it like these are the NITs in the categories of Group A. Again, in terms of NITs, NIT Trichy, NIT Suratkal, NIT Warangal, Calicut, Allahabad, and Rourkela. Sometime you can keep, maybe you can interchange these two. You can interchange the sequence of these two, but otherwise they will be the same fashion only in terms of placement, right? If you are having very low git score, and if you want to do the further preparation, less workload you want, like from your professor, then you can prefer this Group B, NITs, and some other colleges like Delhi Technological Universities, DTU Delhi. Then you have the NIT Bhopal, Kurukshetra, Jalandhar, NIT Agartala, NIT Jaipur, NIT Surat, NIT Nagpur, NIT Hamirpur, Patna, Jamshedpur, Raipur, Silchar, Goa, Srinagar, and Durgapur. But remember, you may not be getting placed after going into these NITs. So you have to do the preparations along with your MTech curriculum. Maybe if you're lucky, then you may be getting placed from these NITs also, but definitely you have to do the preparation along with this for the further GATE examinations, right? For the PSUs or maybe some other purposes, right? After that, guys, some of you might be preferring the triple ITs, that is the Indian Institute of Information Technology. Then in that ranking wise, if you see the triple IT Allahabad is much ahead of what we have. The triple IT M Gwalior, M is what? Management. DM is design and manufacturing, right? No, interdisciplinary branches you should try to avoid preferring, right? There's a problem in the interdisciplinary guys. The companies are not visiting, basically for interdisciplinary after the recession. What I have heard is that they are basically taking the core branches placement only. So try to prefer the core branches in the maybe new IITs only, right? Before recession, that is the 2023, the scenario was different, right? That is the interdisciplinary branches were good. Like in IT Delhi, applied mechanics is good. Now also it is good, but some other, if you go to robotics, IT Kanpur, that is not having good placement. So you have to be look very carefully about that. You have to go to the data of placements, stats of the all the records that respective colleges. Is that clear? Then we have Triple IT Design and Manufacturing Kanchipuram. Now we have the International Institute of Information Technology, that is a Triple IT Hyderabad, Triple IT Bhubaneswar, Triple IT Bangalore, and then we have Triple IT Pune. Right. So again, they are taking admission through GATE exam. Again, they are taking the admission through GATE examination, guys. Right. So any other doubt? Let me know, guys. So till now, what we have covered, guys, the preference order of IITs, the preference order of NITs, then preference order of what? Triple ITs. Right. If you are having a very decent GATE score, like if I say more than 600 GATE score, definitely you should be preferring the IITs. Right. Now, you have mentioned GT. I don't know your name. That you mentioned that you have the 621 rank in mechanical and 702 score. So definitely you can apply in the old IITs, and you may get design also. Getting my point. You can get the design, right? The cutup part I will take separately. Now in this session I'm covering the what are all the courses which are available through GATE examination. As GT has mentioned that he is having the GATE score of 7 or 2. So if you are having the GATE score of 7 or 2, right, based on the 2023, you can get the even you can get the ISC Bangalore call. You can get the call from the ISC Bangalore, right? Because the cutoff for general were 700 in ISC Bangalore. In ISC Bangalore, again, you have to clear the interview also, because there in ISC we have the 70% weightage to the GATE exam, GATE scorecard, and 30% weightage to the interview. I will mention that via which particular mode each and every IIT is taking the admission for the masters. Right. Again, you can also get IIT Bombay call for design and thermal both. Right. Again, in the IIT Madras, you cannot get design, but manufacturing and thermal you can get based on the 2023, because in IIT Madras, the score for general it was 764 score. So more or less it will be again in the same range only this year also. Again, you can get the IIT Bombay, IIT Kanpur, IIT Kharagpur also you can get very easily, because the cutoff went 626 general for the mechanical system design. Again, Ambrish Pratap Singh, you have mentioned that you are having the GATE score of 628 and EWS category. So again, you have a very good chance to get the design in each and every IIT and ISC. Getting my point? You have a very fair chance. And can I get the aerospace engineering? What should be the preference order? See, for the aerospace, yes, you can get in ISC Bangalore, and you can get in IIT Hyderabad also, right? And you can also get in Kanpur, right? Again, 611 is core mechanical old IIT interdisciplinary courses for me general category. 611 score, you can get the call from the IIT Bombay. Then you can get the call from IIT Kharagpur for thermal and manufacturing, not for the design. And you may get for Kanpur also. But Kanpur again, you cannot get for design. You can get for other like robotics, as well as you can get for thermal and manufacturing. Getting my point? 352 gate score OBC. Then you can opt for what you call NIT Trichy, NIT Suratkal, that to industrial engineering and management, or maybe you can opt for industrial automation, right? And in the NIT Suratkal, basically you can go for in the OBC category, like you can go for manufacturing. Manufacturing, maybe after third round, there is a one spot round is there. There you can get it, right? So, Samir Rahman, you can get based on your score, you can get NITs, not IITs. Design should be preferred in Kanpur, Kharagpur, applied in the IIT. Have applied is good. Applied is good. Applied is very good. But the chances is that at your score you may not be able to get. You have to see the cutoff, right? Among Kanpur, Kharagpur, and IIT Delhi, whatever you have mentioned, applied mechanics is very good in terms of placement. But design is also good in Kanpur. My suggestion would be, Sam. My suggestion would be, you please don't prefer interdisciplinary. Whatever the trend is going on, right? Maybe we can take one more session on interdisciplinary, where we can get basically have we can have the interaction with the some of the students who are admitted in the basically what interdisciplinary courses, and now they are facing some difficulty in the placements, right? So after recession, still it is going on, but after recession there was a impact in the what, not in the core placement but in the interdisciplinary courses. I will mention. Just keep watching this session, right? I will mention what are all the best opportunity you can get through Gate PI. I have separately mentioned it in our basically this session. For the nuclear engineering, that you can do via bark exam also, or maybe bark is taking through Gate exam. 443, it's a very difficult. It's a very difficult to get into the IITs, old IITs, under EWS category. Kharagpur you can get. Ajam you can get, Mohsin Ajam you can get Kharagpur based on the previous trend like a 2023. IIT Kharagpur you can get like a manufacturing, but you cannot get the design. Manufacturing you can get, thermal you can get. Similarly, you can get the call. Similarly, you can get the call for industrial engineering. No, that is not possible. Maybe for biomedical engineering that you can get if you want to do IIT Bombay. I will be sharing the cutoff of NITs also. If you want to get the cutoff of NITs, if you want to get the cutoff of NITs, there is a one portal called CCMT. CCMT portal, if you go, there you can get each and everything, guys. Otherwise, you need to wait for our next session. In that, I will be covering the cutoff for each and every IITs as well as NITs. I think other than Bark, nobody is there to take the nuclear engineering. Either they are taking separately written exam or maybe directly interview, but they are not taking some of the in a new ITs you are having chances. In new ITs like IIT Ropar Mandi, IIT Indore, you are having some fair chances. But again, if you are getting Kharagpur also, you better take it rather than taking the admission into the core or maybe in the design of new IITs. Right. Some other reputed institutes are there which they are taking the admission for master through GATE exam. Like you have the Netaji Subhas Institute of Technology, Delhi. Then you have the Dhirubhai Ambani Institute of Information and Communication Technology, right? Then you have the Punjab Engineering College. Earlier we called Punjab Engineering College. Now they are calling PEC University Chandigarh. Then College of Engineering Pune, that we call COP. Then University of Hyderabad. Then Jadavpur University. These are the preferences which I mentioned. Again, you have the VIT Vellore, Tejpur University, then JNTU Hyderabad, Osmania University, then Jamia Islamia University, then Veer Mata Jijabai Technological Institute Mumbai, then Thapar University, and then what you have, guys? Aligarh Muslim University, Aligarh. Again, my suggestion would be if you are not having any scope for admission into what IITs or NIT, then only you take admission in this institute. Otherwise, there is no meaning of that because the placements are almost like a nil. So, what the score you are having? You are having the score of 441 in ME. 441. It's a very difficult to get the machine design. If your category is general category, then it is very difficult to get. Very difficult to get the design in old IITs. Mostly it is getting closed. You know, like around 580. More than 580 gate score is required for a general category. For a general category to get into the IITs for design. I'm just telling you the rough ideas. Exact figure, exact data we will be telling you in our next session, guys, in our cutoff session, right? Suppose if you're not the gate examination gone bad, you may not be able to clear the gate cutoff also. Then you can get into the masters in this institute separately through written test. Triple IT Hyderabad, BITS Pilani, right? Even BITS Pilani, if you go through separate exam like a BITS exam, they will be giving you stipend more than what the stipend given by MHRD, more than 12,400. They might be giving you around 30,000, 13,700. Exact data I don't know, but you have to check it. I'm talking about this stipend. Again, the BIT Misra, then Nirma University, Gujarat, Sarda University. Then you have the some of the university exclusively for women in the Rajasthan. Then again, we have the Modi Institute of Technology and Science, uh, Lakmangarh, Rajasthan. Again, it is for the women. So they are taking separate written tests for the higher or for the masters courses, right? So these are the scenarios, guys, which I have mentioned here. Corresponding weeks. Now, what is the selection procedure? Again, this is a very important, guys. Try to observe very, very carefully. Selection procedures in the IITs. Understand? Most of the IITs, most of the IITs, they are either taking directly, purely 100% weightage they are giving to what? Gate score. That means they are not taking any written examination, any interview. They are not taking, right? Applied mechanics, yeah, I will discuss. I will discuss the applied mechanics cutoff. See, but some of the IITs like IISc Bangalore, right, and some of the other like IIT Madras, they are giving the weightage like a 70% weightage to the gate score and 30% weightage to the interview. Now, what are the eligibility criteria? You should have in your BTech 60% of marks, aggregate marks, if you are from general or OBC, and if you are from the STSC, then you should have a 55% of marks. Again, it is also for EWS category. Or you should have a 6.5 CGPA or 6 CGPA. If you convert into percentage, then it will be 60 and 55. Suppose if you graduated from IIT, then you need not to write any gate exam. If you are having CGPA of 8 or above, directly most of the IITs waive off the gate score requirement for IIT graduates. Those who are having the gate score, those who are having these the BTech CGPA 8 or above. That means more than 80 percentage marks. If they are having in the BTech, then definitely they will be directly getting admitted into IITs for MTech or MS. One more important thing, let me mention that it is very essential to mention here for ISC and triple for ISC and IITs. You have to get registered. You have to get registered in COOP portal. What is the COOP portal, guys? COP portal means Common Offer Acceptance Portal. The registration form for the COP already began today only at 2 p.m. Kindly visit the official website of COP and try to fill it because the next step is very very important. Once you fill the registration form, once your registration will be finished, then you will get one COAP registration number, guys. Then what you will get? You will get COAP registration number, and this registration number will be required to fill the MTech application of each IITs. You have to fill for each and every IT separately form. It's not like that once you fill for one IT, you will be applied for all the ITs. No, each and every IT you have to apply separately, guys. And for that, you need to fill the COP registration number because Once you will fill the all the IIT's form, then you will get the offer. Where you will get the offer, that which specialization in which IIT you got, definitely you will get through COP portal only. That is a common portal, basically what we have for getting the offer for the masters in ISC and IITs. So first thing is that what if you want to get, if you are having the good score, gate score, definitely you have to register in the COP. That is a mandatory thing. After registration, you will get the registration number that you have to fill for basically what for each and every application form of IITs for MTech. Is that clear? Now coming to the next particular thing is guide. Coming to the next thing, that is the first important note. Second important note, for NITs, for NITs and some of the triple ITs. For NITs and some of the triple ITs, some of the triple ITs, there is a one common portal. There is a centralized counseling for MTech. There is a CCMT, guys. There is a CCMT, right? Again, you have to register in the CCMT. There only each and every NIT sequences will be given to you based on your specialization, based on your choice. You can just sequence that number, and whatever the offer you will get to know for NITs and some of the triple ITs, you will get to what you will get through this CCMT only. Right? So let me mark it so by different color. These are the two important things which are very important. Guys. CCMT, COAP. CCMT is about to come. COP registration already started today at 2 p.m. Kindly visit the website and just see the eligibility criteria for registration. Already I mentioned that eligibility, if you are having this, if you are fulfilling that, you can just apply for what? COP registration form. After that, you can apply for each and every IITs. Otherwise, you cannot apply because they need some COP registration number. Right? So in this session, what we got to know, guys? We got to know that what are all the IITs preferences, NITs preferences, triple ITs, and some other colleges. Either they are taking through GATE exam, or some of the colleges they are taking through what? Separately written test. In that, one of the best college I'm saying BITS Pilani, which are having the campus in the Pilani, Rajasthan, Goa as well as Hyderabad. Do not ignore, guys, BITS Pilani. Though the fees is quite high, but the placement is quite decent, at par with some of the good NITs as well as some of the old IITs also. Right. So if you are not having good gate score, try to apply for the written examinations for the BITS Pilani and try to get admission in that. And for the suppose if you are not having if you are having financial problem, then they will be giving you the loan also. After getting placement, from there, definitely 90% chances are there. The 90% chances are there that you will get placed from the BITS campuses. Then you can repay that particular loan. Thermal you can get, and some of the design you can get, but the thermal placement is somewhat low as compared to the design. Thermal is also getting placed, but nowadays the companies are not taking that much thermal candidates. The thermal requirement is low in the industrial level in India. In foreign it is there, but in India mostly the what we are observing, basically the requirement of any particular sector in a particular company is that they are taking mostly design candidates or the manufacturing, whatever the candidates are there. Right. Coming to the next thing, guys, it is very important, the scholarship which you are going to get. The scholarship will be given by directly by MHRD. That is at 12,400 for MTech. MTech will be purely 2-year course. That is a 4 semester. In that you will be doing the what? Teaching assistantship, guys. HTTA, that is a half-time teaching assistantship. That means there are two things. One is the MTech, one is the MS. So see, manufacturing is better than thermal. That is not 100% correct statement. In some of the IITs, manufacturing is better. Like in IIT Kanpur, manufacturing is better than thermal, right? But if you go to the Madras, thermal is better than manufacturing. So you have to collect the data of placement. Try to connect with the student in via LinkedIn, you know, to get the placement record. Try to visit the placement particular placement PDF of each and every IITs, and try to see what all the company visited, whether this company is working on thermal domain or not. Try to see. You have to do some research, and based on that only you take the decision, right? For better guidance, I will collect the small data for you so that you will not be having any confusion, like among the manufacturing and thermal, right? Because design, there is a no doubt. Mostly the doubt will be there whether to select thermal or manufacturing, right? In the preferences. MTech will be a course for, definitely for 2 years, and this will be the course varies from 2 to 3 years. Mostly it is 3 years only. Like in IT Bombay, it is 3 year. There in MTech, basically you will get teaching assistantship, and in for MS you will get like IIT Madras, you will get research assistantship, right? The stipend is little bit high in the RA category as compared to the TA category, right? That you can visit for each and every IITs separately. They have given in their brochure. Coming to the stipend of MTech, it is fixed 12,400 per month. If you select the IITs, definitely you can save per year around 12 to 15,000 after basically paying the fees for hostel, for food, as well as for your semester fees. But if you go to the NITs, definitely all the stipend will be consumed. Even you may need some more stipend, basically what money to pay the fees in NITs. NITs fees are higher as compared to the IIT fees, right? So those who are not financially strong, they can prefer the new IITs over the old NITs. But you should not compromise in terms of placement. That also you should be keeping in your mind, right? Again, guys, again, what is the meaning of this half-time teaching assistant, you guys? See, they will be paying you 12,400, so definitely they need some work from your end. So some of the professor, they might be needed in your their help in the curriculum, right? Most of the time, basically you may be setting the paper, or maybe they will be allotting you some lab work for the BTech students, right? Some part of the work, like per hour, some hours is fixed, some X hours per week is fixed for MTech candidates. That depending on the what individual IITs. Some of the IITs definitely they will be too harsh. Some of the IITs they are light in their particular allotting the work. Mostly in the NIT you will not get that much of work. If you want to go for PhD, then definitely you should prefer core branches, not interdisciplinary branches. Again, cutoff marks I will discuss separately. But here, if you talk about the ISC Bangalore, if you talk about the ISC Bangalore, then they are taking the admission 70% weightage they are giving to what gate score, and 30 percentage weightage they are giving to what interview interview, right? And if you talk about the MTech research, then it is for 2.5 to 3 year. Mostly they will be extending up to 3 years only. Again, it is also gate score and interview. In fact, some of the companies they are preferring the MTech research fellow, MS fellow, rather than this MTech fellow, because they mostly focused on the research and the need for the R&D work. Again, you have the dual degree program, MTech plus PhD, that is again taking through what gate score and interview. So gate score is very much needed for getting or for doing the higher studies, guys. This is I'm talking about the IIC Bangalore, right? Again, if you talk about the IIT Madras, the courses which they are offering is that MTech, MS, and PhD. Again, I mentioned that MS is for 3 years, MTech is for 2 years, and again PhD is for 5 years. Now, whatever the cutoff marks is there, I will mention separately in our next session for the what IIT Madras, IIT Madras, right? So these are the things which are very very important, guys, with respect to what the courses which they are offering, the courses which they are offering. Please make a note of it. Again, in this MTech, if you see, the mechanical department is there. Under the mechanical department, we have the three specializations. That is the mechanical design, manufacturing, engineering, and then we have the thermal engineering guys. Thermal engineering, right? Again, some of the other department is also there, which they are taking the admission through gate me, that is the metallurgical and material and mathematics, right? So in the IIT Madras, most of the time they are taking directly admission, 100% weightage they are giving to the gate score. Sometimes they are conducting the interview for some courses, not for all. Again, guys, what are all the opportunity till now? Whatever the opportunity we have seen through gate me. Now we should also get some inside idea about the opportunities through gate XC paper plus BTech in mechanical. Suppose some of the students, those who have not given the gate mechanical, they have given only gate XC. Then what we can do is still they have chances. Like they can opt for MTech in industrial engineering and operational research, one of the very decent department in the IIT Bombay in terms of placement. Record is there like a almost like 100% placement is there for this particular branch. Then I'm taking thermal and fluid engineering. I'm taking thermal and fluid engineering, guys. Please make a note of it. I'm taking thermal and fluid engineering. Then I'm taking design engineering. I'm taking manufacturing. I'm taking energy system. That is the interdisciplinary courses. Again, if I mention that thermal design and manufacturing, that means they are taking admission via GATE ME as well as GATE XE. Environmental science and engineering, ocean engineering, biomedical, material. I'm taking process engineering. I'm taking corrosion science and engineering. If you're not having any other option, then only you select these branches, guys. Otherwise, don't select it. I have just mentioned that opportunities which you can get through GATE XE, because they are also taking this department, they are also taking the admission via GATE XE plus BTech in mechanical. Plus BTech in mechanical. In IIT Roorkee, guys, in IIT Roorkee, again, you can get admission via GATE XE in artificial intelligence, data science. Data science is also having very good placement. Industrial metallurgy, material science, alternate hydro energy system, polymer science, MTech in environmental management of river and lakes, then MTech in disaster mitigation and management. In this one, only data science is very good, and somewhat you can say artificial intelligence as per the current trends. I'm talking about the IIT Roorkee, and in the previous slide we have discussed about the IIT Bombay. Some of the other institute, they are taking the admission via GATE XE. Like you can see that here. You can see here, guys. IIT Patna, they are taking MTech in mechatronics via GATE XE. It is one of the good branch in terms of placement, guys. I will be discussing while discussing the cutoff. Again, I'm taking smart mobility, IIT Hyderabad, that is also taking admission via GATE XE plus BTech in mechanical. Plus BTech in mechanical. Again, in IIT Kharagpur also, you can get admission in aerospace engineering. But if you have to if you have opted only for what XEB, then only you can get admission in aerospace engineering department. MTech in quality and reliability, MTech in energy science and engineering, material science and technology. Then MTech in what? Material and material engineering, earth science, earth system science and engineering. MTech in ocean engineering and naval architecture and the rubber technology. Among all, aerospace you can prefer for the higher packages, and somewhat you can prefer quality and reliability engineering. So these are the opportunity in IIT Kharagpur via GATE XE. Coming to the IIT Delhi, again through GATE ME, not only you have opportunity in GATE Delhi, IIT Delhi, but you have other opportunities also, right? But what is the opportunity you will get in IIT Delhi? Mechanical design, thermal, production, and industrial. The four specialization is there under mechanical department. Again, interdisciplinary MTech program like engineering analysis and design. That is we call applied mechanics. One of the good branch which is taking admission not only through GATE ME, it is also taking admission through GATE XC also. GATE XC. I will be discussing the cutoff for this one also. No need to worry. Very very good branch in terms of placement. In terms of placement, somewhat better than this production and industrial. After mechanical design, thermal, and then you can opt. Maybe after mechanical design, you can opt for engineering analysis and design. Then thermal, then production, and then industrial. Industrial is like a 10 to 20% placement. Production you can say 40 to 50 percentage. Mechanical design almost like a 90 to 100% placement. Right. Now, this is the most important slide for GATE PI paper, guys. Those who have written the GATE PI paper, and maybe they are waiting for past 1 hour, so it is one of the very very important slide for them. What are all the order of preferences? Because for you guys, there is a very less PSUs are there. All the PSUs in mechanical they are taking either through GATE mechanical or some of the other branches. But for GATE PI, very less opportunities are there. That's why I mentioned separately in this slide. You will get mechanical design not in all the IITs, because other IITs they are taking admission via GATE XC and GATE mechanical. Only IIT Bombay and IIT Roorkee they are taking admission in mechanical design through GATE PI. IIT Bombay, IIT Roorkee, I will be mentioning separate cutoff for GATE PI. If you are having low score in mechanical but good score in PI, and if you are only opting for design, then you can go in this IIT Bombay and Roorkee. Again, you can opt for CAD CAM and robotics, that is only available in IIT Roorkee. Then manufacturing engineering, you can get selected in manufacturing in all the IITs. There is no restrictions. Industrial engineering and management also. Suppose if you want to go to thermal, that is only available for you is that IIT Roorkee. So my IIT, see, if you want to go for design through GATE PI, only IIT Bombay, IIT Roorkee, thermal, IIT Roorkee, that's it. And one more important thing is that if you want to go for product design and manufacturing, then you can go to IISc Bangalore. This product design and manufacturing they are taking through what? GATE mechanical, GATE XC, and GATE PI. And then there is a industrial engineering and operation research, that is IIT Bombay, one of the famous. Then you have the IIT Kharagpur. There you can go to what? Via GATE PI. GATE PI. Right. So those who are having any doubt till particular this slide, you can ask. And if you are liking this session, you can thumbs up so that we can get motivated, guys, right, for our further session to do, in a basically to do our further session in a very very extraordinary manner, guys. So those who are thinking to do interdisciplinary in the old IITs rather than selecting the very good branches in the new IITs, that doubt I will be clearing in our next session. No need to worry. That's why I'm saying that whatever you have the doubts, you keep it in the chat section. In the IIT Kanpur, what are all the programs they are offering? They are offering the program in the PhD program in the mechanical engineering, MTech program with the specialization in the solid mechanics and design, fluid and thermal science, manufacturing science, and robotics and automations. Don't go for robotics and automation, just you can go for further preparations. Not only MTech, they are offering MS also for 3 years, like 2.5 to 3 years. Definitely, it is more than 2 years program in all the four specializations which I have mentioned earlier. So in this one, solid design, solid mechanics and design should be the first preferences. Then see in this order only, whatever the order I kept in the same order. Order of choices should be first, then second, then third, then fourth. These two you can interchange based on your choices, based on your interest. In which domain you want to work, based on that you can decide. Based on that you can decide. Then IIT Kharagpur, they are offering the program like MTech and PhD. Again, IIT Kanpur also they are taking the admission via GATE score only. Kharagpur also they are taking admission via GATE score. But some of the specialization they are taking the interview. Some of the specialization they are taking interview apart from the GATE score. Right. Again, IIT Guwahati is also good for. See, if you want to go to IIT Guwahati, then better you opt for design. Don't go for thermal and manufacturing. They are offering MTech and what? Master of Design. Again through CED course. What is the CED, guys? The Common Entrance Examination for Design. The Common Entrance Examination for Design. Now, why I have not mentioned here all the specialization, because it's a common design, thermal, manufacturing. Here, robotics and automation was there, so separately I have mentioned in the Kanpur. Kharagpur, it is same. Robotics and automation will not be there. Then, guys, here we have the program offered in the IIT Guwahati like MTech and Master of Design. If you are not having any GATE score, but you are having the score in the CWD, that is a Common Entrance Examination for Design, then you can go for Master of Design. Again, they are taking the direct admission based on the GATE score. There is no interview or written test. Right. Again, IIT Hyderabad, they are offering MTech. One is a TA, other is what? A research assistant team. Like 2 year program is there for MTech and 3 year program is there for RA. The stipend will be somewhat higher in RA as compared to TA. And then again, we have the PhD program. See, PhD, you can get admission in IITs and you can also get admission for PhD via PMRF scheme, Prime Minister Research Fellowship Program, in which you have to fulfill some of the criteria, like you should have done MTech with the 8 CGPA, aggregate 8 CGPA. Then you will get the stipend of 70K for first and second year. Then you will get the stipend of 75K for exclusively for third year. Then 80K you will get for fourth and fifth year. But if you are going to the IITs for PhD, then you will get 31K for 2 years, then 35K for the rest of the 2 years. So stipend is low when you go for direct PhD program, but if you are going through this PMRF scheme, of course you have to fulfill some of the criteria. Then definitely you will be having the stipend which is comparable to the PSU's salaries, right? Then definitely you have to do the work also. If they are paying you definitely stipend of 70K, range of 70K, definitely you have to work. You have to do some research. You have to publish. There is a criteria. You have to publish the paper in this particular journals in the regular intervals of your particular starting from the first year. Those are the conditions you have to read completely while going through the PMRF what schemes. Coming to the most important doubt, that is the Niti Mumbai, that is the IM Mumbai now. Last year only it is getting the status of IM Mumbai. Earlier we used to have PGDI and PGDCM course. Now they don't have any kind of these courses. They are not taking any courses via GATE exam. All the admission in the MBA and some other master program in management, they are taking through CAT exam only. So one thing I would like to clarify about this. That's why I mentioned here separately. Earlier they used to take via GATE exam, but now they are not taking. After converting into what? I am Mumbai. That here CCMT, guys, that is for NIT admissions, centralized counseling for Basically what? For getting admission for MTechs, right? And cutoff I will discuss separately in our next session. What is the criteria? That is the previous year criteria. This year criteria they will release through their separate brochure. For general, EWS and OBC, you should have a BTech percentage 60 percentage or 6.5 CGPA. For STSC and PWD candidate, that is a physical handicap candidate, it should be 55 percentage or 6 CGPA. Which are all the institute they are participating under CCMP? I mentioned all the NITs, 31 NITs, and some of the triple ITs, as you can see, like a triple IT Design and Manufacturing Jabalpur, Karnal, Kanchipuram, triple IT Hyderabad, Allahabad, Vadodara, triple IT Lucknow, Bhubaneswar, Pune, and then we have IST Sipur, Punjab Engineering College, then Longowal College, then NIFT Ranchi. Now we have the NTTR Chandigarh. So these are the colleges they are taking basically what? Admission via CCMT portal, right? COAP portal is for IITs, CCMT for NITs, and some of the triple ITs, right? Now, what are all these stages? Last year we had online registration. Then you have to log the choices. That is the institute and what all the specialization you are opting. Then there will be some round one seat allotment, round two seat allotment, and round three seat allotment. There is a gap of 1 month or 1.5 months after each and every allotment. Then there is a special round number one, then special round number two. Then we got the last year national spot round. That cutoff also is mentioned separately in the what? That cutoff is also mentioned, guys, separately in our what CCMT portal, right? If you talk about the number of choices, there's a no upper limit. You can select n number of choices based on the sequences. Round one, two, and three, the changes of choices are not allowed. In between the round one, two, three, once you fix it, that will freezes. Now you cannot change the order of choices. The changes of choices will not be allowed. Right. That you have to go through what all the terms and conditions will be given in separately their brochure PDF. You have to go through that. Right. Coming to the PSUs, guys, these are the things we have discussed for master program if you are going for the higher studies. But suppose if you are aiming for only for getting the job, not for the carrying the further studies, then what all the sort notification came via Gate Mechanical 2024, like IOCL came, Steel Authority of India Limited. Recently, they have released the notification, sort notification. Engineer India Limited already they have released. BARC, Coal India Limited, NTPC, NPCIL, GAIL, DRDO, and NDC. There are many other, but I have mentioned only the thing. I have mentioned only the public sector as well as central government uh, organizations, which they have released the sort notification earlier. It may be many more, but we don't know yet whether they will be recruiting or not. But these are the confirmed that they will be recruiting through Gate Mechanical 2024. But still, there is a very less probability of Gate Mechanical seat in Coal India Limited to be realistic, but we can expect some seat on the positive side of that. Right. Apart from it, NTPC definitely they will be recruiting. IOCL, some vacancy will be coming, no doubt. BARC, NPCL, a regular vacancy is coming from the past what we are observing 10 years. And in DRDO, they will be recruiting again through score of what 2022, 23, and 24. These are the cutoff for the three PSUs I have mentioned, which I have the data. This PSU recruited through Gate Score 2023. Some of them they are preferring the score, some of them they are preferring the marks, some of them they are preferring the ranks. NTPC they are preferring the ranks. The 421 was the basically the rank for the unreserved. 862 that was the rank. They have selected the last candidate under the OBC category. SC category they have selected around 2500, ST around 4000, and EWS around 926. NPCAL, the last candidate who got selected, they are having the interview marks were 76. 72 for OBC, 68 for SC, 66 for ST, and 68 for EWS. Remember, NPCIL, they are only shortlisting based on the gate score. After that, there is a 100% weightage for interview. So out of 100 marks, they have given what? 76. That is the cutoff marks for unreserved. That is the last candidate got the 76 marks, those who got selected in NPCIL. OBC 72, SC 68, ST 66, and EWS 68 marks. DVC, that is the Damodar Valley Corporations, the cutoff marks for DV, that is not a final selection. They call 1:10. Out of that, for document verification, they call the candidates who are having the marks, cutoff marks 60.67, gate marks for unreserved, for OBC 55.67, for SC 45, for ST 36.67, and for EWS 56. This year also, those who are having the general rank within the range of 450 to 450 rank, 400 to 450 rank, definitely they will be getting selected in any of the PSC. There is a no doubt. There is a no doubt. Those who are having the OBC, they can expect up to 1000 rank selection. EWS, you can expect up to 1200 to 1400 rank. You can get the selection. For SC category, you can get the selection up to 3000 rank. And for ST, you can expect up to 4500 rank. So these are the, see, I don't have any other data for IUCL. ONGC cutoff you can see recently, but that is only came for 25 vacancy. So I have not mentioned here. IUCL, you can just go through that. Last year we got the seat of 183 in mechanical in IUCL, combining GE as well as GET for this one, IUCL. This year also we are expecting around 200 or 250 vacancies, right? At least more than 150 vacancy in again IUCL. And for NTPC also we are expecting again the vacancy around more than 200 or 250 for mechanical, right? And some other PSUs, they are also recruiting. They are recruiting basically what? After the gap of 1 year, like sale. Sale is coming only what? In 2022. They have not come for 2023, and again they are coming for 2024, like that. So you have some of the more opportunity, upcoming. Once this election will be completed, after that they will be started opening their forms, right? So these are the things, guys, regarding the PSUs, regarding the higher studies. Now, regarding the cutoff, whether you have to, what are all the cutoff, what you can get the best in your whatever the scorecard you have right now, and what should be the preferences, whether I should prefer interdisciplinary in the old IITs, or basically I should prefer what we call good specializations in the new IITs or good NITs. That doubt I will clear in our next session, guys. Right. So thank you all. If you have any further doubt, you can comment in the chat section, please. Any doubt, guys? Any doubt, please let us know. At least you try to put your future queries so that we can take it in our next session. So no further doubts. We are closing the session, guys, right? Thank you all.